You know what game is next? The Philadelphia Eagles travel to Brazil to take on the Green Bay Packers and win 34-29. I'm gonna send it to us last. You know, let's let the build-up happen. So, Marcellus, I'm gonna swing it to you first. What were your thoughts on the Eagles versus Packers game? If you say the first words you said to us on the podcast, if you repeat those words, I'm gonna be hurt.
All right. Saquon looks like he belongs in Philadelphia. I'll say that 1,000%.
I'm a fantasy.
I'm a fan. You know, he looks like he belongs in Philly.
He a fan.
But I just feel like the only takeaway that I do have from that game, like for Philly, was the fact that I felt like they were struggling down the field on defense. Like, it was really inconsistent. They would have their moments where you're like, okay, they're able to cover, they can withstand it, they're getting pressure. And then I feel like there are times where you're getting people running free across the middle. Like, that was just – there was a couple of drives that Jordan Love ended up scoring on or could have scored on. And I'm just like, there are people running free. Like, that's probably the only takeaway that I really do have besides the interceptions from Jalen Hurts, of course. But
I'll get in there. All right, Toddy, I'm gonna swing it to you next, man. We got a certain amount of time, Toddy, so don't go in on us too hard. What were your thoughts on opening night? Eagles beating the Packers 34-29 in Brazil.
So yeah, I gambled on this game for sure. Called both Eagle fans above to get their thoughts. One kind of said some bullshit, and the other said, "Hey, our DBs, our DBs."
Yo, hold on. Who said the bullshit?
The one that's talking right now.
Oh, whoa, what?
So the other one said,
I gotta hear what Cass said.
The other one said, hey, it's gonna be we're either gonna win by 20 or it's gonna be a shootout. I'm worried about our DBs.
That's what I said.
And I was like,
my mind gotta be bullshit.
Because I take what Kev says with a grain of salt.
So you needed him to double down on it to make sure that my bullshit wasn't complete bullshit. I got you.
So
That's crazy.
I was like, okay. And then when the game came and I'm just seeing Jaden Reed running across the middle, Dontavian Wicks, Christian Watson running across the middle, just wide open. Jordan Love just hitting guys. The Eagles are fumbling snaps and shit. Jalen Hurts is throwing picks on his side of the field. And I'm like, we're cooked already. And then I actually tweeted this early in the game. I said, hey, the Eagles' defense is actually playing good because they got 2 stops. They only gave up 6 points on those 2 turnovers. And it wasn't like that the rest of the game. A.J. Brown played his ass off. I thought Devontae Smith could have got the ball a lot more. Obviously, Saquon Barkley. Your guys' offense is really, really good. I just think when Jalen Hurts drops back to pass, he shouldn't stare down a receiver. That's A.J. Brown. So, I mean, when that happens, he throws like crazy, like 50 balls, and it's like you're throwing it right to the DB. What are you doing? But, I mean, other than that, I feel like your guys' defense needs to be better. I can't blame it all on the field because your guys are slipping, their guys are slipping. It's like, okay, the field's fucked up. I get it. But the defense is a problem. They targeted Quinyon Mitchell a lot, and he got a couple of PI calls. I get it, he's a rookie. But you guys had some injuries in the defensive backfield. So offense is good. Yes, we understand that. The defense has to play better.
Those were panic holds.
So, Eagles go down to Brazil, get a W, handle business.
Oh, the Eagles won, by the way.
Just to let everybody know, I told Toddy the exact same thing. I said, look, Rodgers is out. We're going to have to play the young guy. The young guy going to have to go over there and guard Jalen Reed and Christian Watson. I said, Toddy, it could be a shootout. The over looks good.
Shit, it might be quick. Quinyon, the first round pick. We not worried. We ain't worried.
That wasn't me. Not when I heard Isaiah Rodgers, because he's supposed to play in the slot. So he's an outside corner that they transitioned into slot so he can play on this team. So
he might have took his spot.
Once he got to play slot, I'm worried.
He might have taken.
What I tell you, Kaz, I said we look good. I don't want to see Rodgers on Monday. Look, man, you got to get back in the rotation. Road to glory, 3rd string challenge or something, because We got to keep it rolling. He went out there and did his thing. You know, yeah, people were challenging him, but let me give you some stats on Quinyon Mitchell. He gave up. Let me see. Hold on. He gave up 4 catches on 9 targets. So you're talking about 1 PI. They threw it his way 9 times and walked away to the huddle 5 times. Like, God damn it, Jordan, you see who's on me. Why do you keep throwing the ball this way? But this Toddy asked me all year, who's in the secondary, Kev? What are we doing? CJ Garner-Smith is all over the field. He's in the backfield. He's having pass breakups. And what is he doing after he's hit somebody on the ass? Talking shit. Bringing that energy. Quinyon Mitchell gets a PBU. What is he doing? We got to pull him back. The only time it's doing too much is whenever it's Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter is too big to be doing that to other people. He does it to them regularly, so after the whistle, he can't be doing that to people. That is the one thing I'd probably take away from this, but, you know, that's a part of the Jalen Carter experience. Reed Blankenship. A lot of people did not give him the credit he deserves. If we're going to play the Packers, Reed Blankenship is getting a pick. If he's picking off Aaron, he's going to pick off the understudy. It only makes sense. He taught him everything you knew. So he said, look, man, when you play Philly, just throw the ball to number 32. Just get it out the way early. We can keep moving on. But I'll let Kaz get into the players. I'm going to sit here and say, Vic Fangio, God bless you. You know, last year was hard. We went 6 weeks, fired our DC, kicked the other one out to the booth, brought down the defensive cornerback coach. It was a lot going on defense. You know, a lot of bullshit, a lot of. That was the biggest thing I was concerned because Kellen Moore has the name. He has the proof in the pudding. Vic Fangio was with Miami, and their defense was kind of washy-washy. So coming off of that, the better coordinator was Kellen Moore. But they scored 10 points in the second half. Like, I know you guys want to say the jet sweep was cool and the wide-open touchdown was cool. Before those 2 touchdowns, they drove down the field 1 time. We gave up an interception on the 10-yard line. Our 10-yard line. They got to go 10 yards to score. Nothing. Fumble on our 5-yard line. They got to go 5 yards. Bring that punter. Bring that kicker out. You're not getting in the end zone. Bring the kicker out. So, you know, yeah, there's a lot that we can fix, but this defense looked damn good, and it's only the beginning, and it's going to continue. I know you're pointing at me, but I'm on a roll, so you got to let me go. Kellen Moore, God bless you. Jalen Hurts, or the Philadelphia Eagles offense, 73 plays, 48 with motion. 66%. Last season in the whole was 17 games, 18 games, 23%. 29th in the league. Only ass and ass under us. So now we moving and grooving. Jalen Hurts without motion, 5 of 13, 66 yards, 2 picks. With motion, 15 of 21, 215, 2 touchdowns. It's all in the pudding, man. We have these weapons. We got to get them all utilized. And instead of me sitting here rambling on about Devontae Smith and Jalen Hurts, I'm going to send it to the man Cass because I trust that he's going to do it and he's going to fucking kill it. So, Cass, what were your thoughts on the Eagles beating the Packers 34-29 in Brazil?
Hey, Cass, before you go, I just wanted to let you know the Eagles gave up a total of 414 yards on defense.
Jordan Love threw for 260.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So what was that in the red zone? I mean, we gave him at the 10-yard line and at the 5.
Oh, it's Kaz's turn. Let Kaz go.
I spoke my piece.
That was a question for me, though.
No.
It wasn't a question. It was a statement. Let Kaz go.
You guys ever heard of the compliment sandwich, where when you're talking to someone, you say a good thing about them and then like an area of opportunity, and then you end it with a good thing? We're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna talk about the Eagles for a second. So let's start off with the good thing. The first thing that stood out to me was no preseason snaps for our first team guys. We came out and we played sloppy, and we still put up 34. Playing like absolute dog shit for the most part. The picks were big time. We don't turn it over in the red zone on our, obviously on our end of the field. That turns it into at least 3 points. That's just more. That's just boosting the score even more right there. All right. AJ Brown, he's AJ Brown, still unstoppable, outrunning Jair Alexander. For guys who thought AJ Brown's just this big bully guy with no speed, he proved it. He still got some speed too. Devonta Smith is unguardable. Devonta Smith is legitimately unguardable. If Devonta Smith was on a team like the Tennessee Titans or on a team like, we'll say, like the Jacksonville Jaguars, watch out. That man's going to give you 10 catches a game in a smooth 90 to 120, without a doubt. But he's on the Eagles. The ball's got to go around to a lot of people. It is what it is. Devonta Smith is just going to be that sure guy. Put all your money on Devonta Smith to get you that yardage every week, all 17 games. It's guaranteed to happen.
Did you bet on him?
What's up?
Did you bet on him?
Yeah, bro. I'm Smitty bet on. Hot take. We're not gonna go down this rabbit hole. My hot take is I think that Smitty outperforms AJ Brown. That's legitimate yardage wise. I do. That's
not a hot take at all.
It's a hot take only because I know who's going to get most of the targets, but I trust the guy who is unguardable that gets open on every play more than a guy who has to work hard for his yardage like AJ Brown. So that's a hot take. We'll see what it is. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the season, wouldn't be surprised if he gets the same target share. Devonta Smith is going to outshine AJ Brown without a doubt in my mind. If they get the same or similar target share, he's going to outshine them. But moving on. Offense looks great. Saquon Barkley, I don't need to say anything about it. You guys saw it. You seen it. New York, you fucked up. You fucked up, and it is what it is. You understand who Saquon Barkley, who the fuck he was in college. And he thought a couple injuries early in his career in the NFL was going to stop him from being that same guy. Nope, he's the same Saquon from Penn State. The guy they were comparing to Barry Sanders, talking about his vision, talking about his power, talking about his burst speed. You saw it in Philadelphia in 1 week. The guy's catching off wheel routes into the end zone. He can catch. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside of the tackles. He can do it all. Saquon Barkley is in peak form, and it is what it is. Now, that's all the good stuff. Areas of opportunity. I'm not sure if you guys saw my short or my TikTok about when I talked about Jalen Hurts. I'm starting to believe that Jalen Hurts is becoming more of a gunslinger type quarterback, and that's a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing because that just means that he trusts his defense to get stops if he does make turnovers, to get the ball back and do what he's done time and time again, and that is he is the master of the get back. Jalen Hurts, whenever he fucks up, he immediately fixes it, and this is week in, week out. I've never seen a game where Jalen Hurts just stunk it up, and just you don't see him get his get back. Nope, he throws a pick, has a fumble, immediate turnaround, and he did it week one. But at the same time, if you want to go far in this league and win the big game, you got to mitigate that, man. There's nothing wrong with punting the ball. I just think that Jalen Hurts, being as stoic as he is, trusting his defense, trusting himself. He obviously believes in himself. He throws a pick. He doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve, man. He just brushes it off. Next play, let's go. I'll get it back. Well, you know what I'm saying? He gets his get back every time, and I like him for that. But at the end of the day, we got to fix that. I'm not going to say much about our defense. There is obviously areas of opportunity when it comes to our defense, but I think they play very well. Reed Blankenship with the big interception. Quinton Mitchell gets thrown to the wolves. Said, well, guess what? Have at it with these young corners. This is your first NFL game. You played nickel all preseason, and now we've got to right now randomly within 3 days notice throw you out there in cornerback. You ain't been playing cornerback reps all preseason long, right? So then that happens, and he plays phenomenal. Zach Bond, 15 tackles, 2 sacks. Who the fuck is that guy? That's a problem. Devin White was out, and that was supposed to be an area of opportunity, right? Nakobe Dean's in. We're going to be struggling at linebacker. Not an issue at all. So our defense, there's a lot of areas of opportunity, but for the most part, they played very well against a very fast and chippy Green Bay Packers offense. Back to the compliment side of things. All in all, very well coached game on both ends. Kellen Moore scheming guys open, Vic Fangio getting guys like Jalen Carter, and honestly, Nolan Smith was a sleeper too. If you guys watched the film, Nolan Smith is in on almost every tackle. He was right there, and that's a huge area of improvement for him because what's that?
What did Nick Sirianni do? Did he do anything? He was just there.
No, he was just there. I said coordinators. Not Nick. Coordinators. Kellen Moore, Vic Fangio.
He was there. He made the trip.
You know, he was there. He did what he needed to do to get the dub. But all in all, another one is Nolan Smith. Seeing him actually get reps because he was not in a lot of reps last season and getting this close to multiple sacks. I'm like, his time's coming. So we get Devin White back. We get Isaiah Rodgers back. I think this Eagles defense, and I said it also in that TikTok, I think this defense might secretly be good. We don't know yet, but there's been signs of it. Because if Quinton Mitchell is the guy, and we get Isaiah Rodgers back, that just adds more depth. All through the secondary. They didn't even throw to Darius Slay's side. They knew better. I think he had two throws to his side of the field, and that was it the whole game, the entire game. So something's got to show there. I think that overall, it was a good game by the Eagles, given that, again, our first team guys had no reps all preseason long. I mean, it is what it is. It's expected. We did it last year too. We came out very sluggish against the fucking Patriots, ended up winning that game. Next week, we got to clean it up at the link. So I'm satisfied. No worries right now. Not at all.
Moral of the story is throw it at Avonte Maddox, and you're guaranteed he's gonna give it up.
we gotta see us know more with Avonte Maddox. But before we end this off, this is strictly clip purposes. If your name is not Jair Alexander, just keep scrolling. So, week 1 last season, got his ass lit up. Went to the press conference. Why don't you follow Justin? That wasn't the defensive scheme, but next game I'm gonna get him. Justin comes in wherever their stadium is called, 1 catch on 5 targets, 15 yards. This man proceeds to go to the booth and say, the pack is back. I'm a gritty on him. I'm going to do this, blah, 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 blah. So I was letting everybody know, A.J. Brown ain't Justin Jefferson. Ain't no 1 catch with 15 yards. When he was guarding him, 6 targets, 4 catches, $108, 1 touchdown, 4 first downs, 59 yards after the catch, and 27 yards per catch. So the pack is indeed not back. Todd, you were muted. I couldn't hear you.
I said, are you trying to say that A.J. Brown's better than Justin Jefferson?
Hey, whoa, see, you said that, not me. I'm just saying he's not Justin Jefferson. That's all I'm saying. Ain't no 1 for 5 and 15. That's all I'm saying. You said it, not me. You